My name is Devin MacKenzie, and this is Black Rifle Coffee Company's new marketing plan. Black Rifle Coffee Company is a premium coffee company founded by a guy named Evan Hafer. He is a veteran himself, and he founded it for veterans, by veterans. They have aggressive packaging. They really are creative. It stands out on the shelf. It was founded in 2014, so a relatively new company, and they started opening physical locations. Black Rifle Coffee Company's mission statement. I pasted it here, but I'll read it off. Black Rifle Coffee Company serves coffee and culture to people who love America. We develop our explosive roast profiles with the same mission focus we learned as military members serving the great country and are committed to supporting veterans, law enforcement, and first responders. With every purchase you make, we give back. As soon as you open their website, this is apparent. They run specials, for example, around Christmas time. If you buy certain bags, a portion of that money they make off that goes straight to getting kids gifts for Christmas. Their vision statement. So they don't have one on the website, so I examined what I could and determined it myself. So they like to support veterans, first responders, law enforcement. So they're going to keep on going with that. That is their goal. As you can see in this picture, it says Black Rifle Coffee vows to hire 10,000 veterans. That is something that they do want to do. They are solely focused on this, and it may seem like it closes off their company to a lot of potential market segments, but it has worked. People respect them. And then they want to keep helping the community as well. Like I said, giving back around Christmas time and all around. They're a very unselfish company. Their content and pricing. They're active on social media everywhere, Instagram, TikTok. They also hold podcasts, they have blogs, they have magazines, newspapers. They do everything they can. The podcast even has some of the founders on it. They're really focused on the media creation side of things. And it's not just somebody they hire, it's actually the people who made this company talking about the company and sharing personal stories. Their pricing is slightly premium, but they claim that they have premium coffee. They make amazing packaging. They have a wide array of products. So it seems worth it. Competitors, Starbucks and Dunkin', I would say, are the physical location competitors as well as in-store. They both offer in-store coffee, not quite as much as Folgers. A direct competitor, though, that I see is Death Wish Coffee. They have a similar marketing campaign where their packaging is way different than anything else on the shelf, and their goal is to stick out. And pricing wise, these are all similar except for Folgers and then the store brands. So when you're in that coffee aisle, you'll probably be picking between Death Wish, Starbucks, and Black Rifle Coffee Co. My marketing plan. My marketing plan is to have athlete sponsorships, team sponsorships, and ambassadors. This company has so much heart and so much character that I feel like it would be a great plan to find other people who embody the company and support them, and in return, they support Black Rifle Coffee Co. It makes me think of even NASCAR sponsorships, things like that could work out. So, how will these work? So, people that work at Black Rifle Coffee Co. will begin to look for athletes or even just people that they could be influencers, people who have a following that could help the company. So they would have contracts. They could do a year contract and they're supposed to put out so many posts or, attend certain events. They would also receive merchandise. This would be part of their money that they make. And then we could also do team contracts, like I said. If NASCAR has a fender open we could get on that fender, but Black Rifle Coffee Co. wants to make sure that that team that they are supporting embodies what they believe. So they'd have to do a lot of research and make sure that these are companies that they actually want to support the company. So like I said, we want on teams, endurance sports. I think it would be cool and low price to get into endurance sports. I think about ultra marathoners, tri triathlons, Spartan races. These are athletes that really don't have much of an opportunity to be sponsored. So Black Rifle Coffee Co. could do as much as give them a care package and maybe cover some of their travel and help them get to the events they want to get to. And maybe if they get certain places, they could pay them a little extra. They could make them jerseys that they wear, and in return, they also get to enjoy the the products that Black Rifle Coffee Co. makes. Teams would be a little bit more of a trade-off. It'd be a lot more of an investment, and a lot more would be at stake. I think it also would move us into new regions. I think of places that maybe we can't put a physical store yet. Maybe we don't want to put a physical store in like North Dakota, South Dakota, where there's just not as much people in big cities. If we're sponsoring an athlete from there and they're going to all these races, that could be a way to break into that market. And eventually, once we see orders coming in from those places, we can go open a store over there and have more confidence that it will be successful. Some qualifications that we want to see. Most of the qualifications, I think, should be in what they believe. We want to support athletes who embody us. So it would be nice that they like giving back to the community, have a good track record of that. And then also, we could scout athletes that are higher level so they get more attention, to make it make sense to sponsor them. My inspiration for this is Nick Bear. He started his company when he was in college, and he makes supplements for sports, and he created his own team, and one of his athletes is Brock Kelly, another guy who I have watched closely. Brock Kelly runs at Mississippi State, and I've watched some videos, and Nick Bear hosts dinners and all these cool things for these athletes to go to. And it seems like he truly picks out people who align with what he wants. And in return, these athletes support him to no end. And in their content that they create, Nick Bear of BPM gets a lot more business and respect, and he becomes more of a household name. As I say here, expected growth is to become a household name. We want it to be where every time you're on social media, you're watching a NASCAR race, you're watching a minor league baseball game that we might start supporting, that our coffee. That's how we will grow. More physical locations is also a big goal of ours. So we want to start expanding to new markets and just keeping that same belief that the market segment is not full and that there's always space for more. The new regions would also be nice. And beyond that, moving into other countries and across the world would also be something to look into. That's hard because it is so United States of America focused, but I believe Evan Hafer and his team can make it happen. Maybe they just they pivot their mission and vision for those countries to support those countries and people in those countries that they would like to support. Success. They've had a lot of success just from sticking to their beliefs. They are loyal to their companies and they tackle their target market. No one would think that in 2014 you could start a new coffee company and start filling shelves in major retailers like Walmart and Target. But Black Rifle Coffee Company did it. They stuck to their guns and it worked out. Thank you. references.